first impressions get ready with me on the Hipdot and Clueless makeup collection. I am so super excited to try this out with you guys. I went full on Clueless mode today. I'm wearing my As If t-shirt from Lucky, and I'm so super excited to try out this collection. So we have the eyeshadow palette, we have the blush palette and highlight palette, and then we have the lip oil set. So I'm really excited to try this out with you guys. We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into the palette. I am getting ready for work, so let's get started. Okay, so now we're going to dive right into the eyeshadow palette. I'm so super excited to try this out. I received it yesterday, and I cannot wait to use it. I went ahead and primed my eyes with my Marc Jacobs primer, and then I just went ahead with my Dewdrop lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Dior powder, and now I'm just going to go into this palette. I'm so excited as I scratch my chin with the plastic packaging. So it just comes in this plastic pink packaging, which I think is so adorable. And then this is what the palette looks like. Look at this. How freaking adorable is this? This is actually really, really soft, and I just think that this is just so creative. Like, I love it so much. So it says Clueless and then Hipdot over here. Oh my god, it's so soft. I love it. It's like her furry backpack. And then when you open it up, I'm just going to take the plastic insert out of here. It has a mirror that says Total Betty. And then this is the palette. So I'm just going to show it to you guys real quick, just to get a close-up. So the only thing about this palette is that there's only 4 mattes in here, which is a little bit challenging, but at the same time, I'm mostly going to be using probably just 3 or 4 shades in this palette, to be honest, because I feel like what they were going for is kind of just minimal eye makeup, because, oh my god, why is my contact bothering me? Because in the movie and back in Clueless days, which was literally, can you believe it's been 25 years since the movie came out? I know. I feel really old. So the first shade we're going to go into is this matte shade right here, which is called Highly Selective. I feel like, oh my god, that is so pigmented. This is the first time I've ever tried Hipdot before. I've never tried their brand. I've been kind of super interested in trying them for a while, and this was the collection that I was like, I think this is the one. So, I mean, as soon as I saw that they were coming out with a Clueless collection, I was like, well, I'm going to need this in my life. So they are really going after our 90s hearts this year, or early 2000 hearts, because with the Lizzie McGuire collection, the Barbie collection, and now this Clueless collection, I couldn't say no to them. I really couldn't. So this is the first time I'm trying Hipdot, and I really, really loved the color story and just the products and the packaging and the thought process that went into this. It's all so creative, and I really think they did a great job. So the only thing is that I kind of wish there was like a blue matte in here rather than the purple. I just kind of wish there were at least 2 more matte shades in here, but the shimmers are so freaking stunning. There's 8 shimmers in this palette, so yeah. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on blending that out. I'm only going to do the eye look on camera because I'm not going to waste time with like doing, you know, my full face. I'm not going to do that until we get to like the cheek palette, so I'll do my base off camera. So far this shade is blending beautifully, super easily. So I'm just going to finish blending it out. And then for the next shade, we're going to go into this shade right here, which is called Fat. And we're going to use that as my defining shade. I might even take this as my outer corner shade as well, just to add a little bit of depth and dimension. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in my defining area. Oh my god, that's a really pretty shade. That blends out really easily. I really like that. I'm probably just going to use a brown on the outer corners, TBH. Wow, that's a really pigmented shade. I really like that a lot. Very, very pretty. I just kind of want to put it a little bit there. Okay, and now I'm going to apply it on this side. I really like these 2 mattes together so far. I mean, I didn't really expect anything else, but it's just really, really pretty. I'm just going to keep on blending Sorry, it's early, so forgive me if I, like, stop talking. I haven't been getting the greatest sleep lately, like, honestly, the past 3 days. This freaking dog keeps on barking outside, and it's driving me insane. Like, once it wakes me up, I can't fall back asleep again. It's like, it sucks. I'm ready to, like, scream out the window and be like, can you shut your dog up? Because it's driving me freaking bonkers. So, yeah. And it barks at, like, the most unreasonable hours imaginable. It barks at, like, 7 in the morning. Today, it actually started barking at 6:30. And if it keeps on doing that, I might call the cops because I'll be like, there's a dog that is disturbing the peace before 8 a.m. Because obviously before 8 a.m., you can't make any noise. It's against the law. So it's driving me nuts. So now I'm just going to take a defining shade on the outer corners. I'm just going to take a little bit of, I think this is Hot Chocolate or something by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just going to take that just to add some dimension on the outer corners. Yeah. Definitely gave me more depth that I was looking for. I kind of wish they had at least 2 more matte shades in this palette. Like maybe a matte blue and like maybe like a darker defining shade. Then I feel like it kind of would have been perfect. I feel like they didn't need... But at the same time, the shimmers are so pretty that I'm just like, I don't know which shimmers I would have eliminated. Maybe I would have eliminated the matte red because I'm not really sure like what that's going to go with, TBH. But we'll figure it out. And then like with the lavender, it's kind of hard to pair as well because there's no shimmery purple in the palette either. So I don't know. This one is kind of going to be more of a challenge for me to use. There's like 3 different pinky shimmer shades. So I feel like they could have put like 1 more pinky matte in here. I don't know. It's still a really beautiful palette. It's just like, I just wish there was like 1 or 2 mattes more and like maybe like less shimmers, but that's just me. So now I'm just going to prime my eyes put my glitter glue on off camera. Okay, and then for the lid shade, I'm going to go into this pinky dark berry shimmer in the shade Totally Paused, and I just thought that this was so pretty. So I'm just going to apply that on my lid. Oh, that's really pretty. Really pretty berry color. If I could get it on. I'm kind of using a new-ish glitter glue because NYX replaced their old glitter glue with this new one, which is called the NYX Pigment Primer. And I do like it. But since I just ran out of my glitter glue, I've been using this for the past day or 2, and I do like it. But this is the first time I've ever tried a shimmer from Hipdot. It's just having a little bit of trouble gripping on to that. But it's still a beautiful shade. I kind of want to leave some lid space to see if I can pop on another shimmer on the inner part. Of course, I don't have a makeup wipe, so I'm just going to use tie shoe. I think I'm going to pop this shade Classic just on the inner part. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. It's like this really beautiful, like, pinky duochrome. Yeah, I like how that looks. And then I'm going to do that on the side, too. Oh, so pretty. Oh my god, that's such a pretty shade. Wowza. So far, totally impressed. I really like this formula so far. Have absolutely no issues blending these out. And they applied on the lid really, really beautifully. So I really like this palette. I really like the formula. So now I'm just going to pop on Hear Me Out on the brow bone. And then I'm going to do my base off camera, and then we'll come back and finish the eye. So I went and did my base, and I used the MAC Prep and Prime in the Cucumber, the Fix Plus, and then I used my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, of course. And then for my foundation, I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation in the shade 110C. And then I used my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade 110 Nude Ivory. They're a pretty good combo together. And I actually didn't realize they were both in 110, so that's pretty good. And then for my under eyes, I set them with my Pat McGrath Labs Skin Sublime Fetish Powder. I love this powder. It's really, really good. And then to set my face, I just went in again with my Dior powder in the shade Zero Neutral. And then I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm just going to take that pinky mauve shade that we used to define the crease, called Fat, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line, just to give it some depth and definition. So, what I was saying before about the palette is I felt like they put like more shimmers and less neutrals in this palette, because like in the movie and during like that time of Clueless, you know, they didn't wear as heavy like eye makeup in the movie. It was more about like, you know, like a bold lip if they did wear makeup, or they wore like eyeliner and mascara. Like that was really big back in the 90s. And when I was growing up, I wore mascara and eyeliner in high school, and I wore like lip gloss. I didn't really wear eyeshadow until like college, honestly. But oh, that's such a pretty shade. Yeah, so in the movie they like, you know, would just do like a wash of color on the lid and like a crease shade, like a simple crease shade, and that would be like their eye makeup. So I think that's what they were going for with this palette. But for me, like, I need a little bit more depth and dimension. Like, I'm not like one of those like 1-2 eyeshadow users. I like, you know, to use a few shades for my looks. I love how this folds all the way back too, so you can hold it up. That's really nice. And then for my inner corner shade, I'm gonna go in with that really pretty shimmery light pink in the shade Whatever. Of course I had to use Whatever in this look. It's such a pretty shimmery pink. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Wow, that's really nice too. All right, so far I'm really impressed with the formula. I really like it so far. Really, really beautiful. I don't really expect anything less from the other shades. You know, the only two shades in here that I feel like don't really go with that much are two of the mattes, which is the Doll Face, which is lavender, and then the Full On Monet, which is a matte red. I mean, I could use the red with, like, one of the gold shades, but, like, it's just going to be a little bit difficult to come up with some looks with this palette, but I feel like it'll challenge me. But I had to do a pink look first. I mean, hello. When you think of Clueless, you think of pink. So, alright, so that's pretty much it for the eye look, and then I'm just going to do my liner and mascara off camera. Okay, so I just primed my lashes with my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, and then I went in with my Urban Decay Lash Freak on the top lashes, and then I went in with my Marc Jacobs Brownie Gel Liner, the brown one, and then I went in with my Lash Discovery on my lower lashes. And now we're going to go into the face palette, which is called the Clueless 4-Shade Blush Palette. Why do I have mascara all over my hands? So we're going to go into this guy. I'm so excited to use this. It's just so freaking adorable. We'll go into the reviews and everything after I get home from work, because I really don't have that much time, of course. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this palette. How freaking cute is this? And hello. Like, look, I love how they made it so big, like how big the cell phones were in the movie. So we're going to jump into this shade right here, which is like this dark bronzer shade. When I swatched it, it wasn't really as dark. So I'm going to go very light-handed with it and see. Hopefully it's not too dark. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Okay. I'm just going to go in really lightly. It looks a lot darker in the pan than it actually is on your face, and it's very pigmented, so you really barely need any of it, and it blends out really smooth. Okay. I've also never tried any of their face products before, so this isn't first impressions on the brand for me, as well as, you know, most of their formulas, because usually when I try out a new brand, I mostly get like their eyeshadow palettes, but for this I really wanted to try a few things. Okay, I definitely need more on my forehead. I don't know why it's not blending as well on my forehead. It's kind of blending out a bit weird. Maybe I need to take more. I don't know. It's kind of just like sitting there. That's a bit weird. It blended out pretty nice on my cheeks though. And let me just, I don't know about, I can't really tell if it added. I mean, it looks really nice on the, I don't know if it was supposed to be a bronzer. Maybe it was supposed to be like a dark blush, but I wanted to try it as a bronzer. It's a little bit dark for my neck though. Kind of made my neck look a little bit pink, but it's okay. We're wearing a mask anyway, so. And then for the blush, I'm going to go into that pinky blush in the palette. It's very, very pigmented, so let's tap that off, and we're going to apply it. Oh, that is really pretty. That is very pink. Wow. That's so pretty. I'm going to take it on this side. That's really nice, actually. I really like that. Very pigmented. I've been wearing a lot of pinky blushes lately. I mean, it is the springtime, so I wear mostly pink blush for most of the spring because my favorite color in the spring to wear is pink. So when I think of springtime, all I think of is pink. Think pink. But that's really pretty. I really like this blush. I like the blush more than the bronzer. I'm not really sure if it's a bronzer or not, but like it was really inconsistent on my forehead. It's kind of like weird. Let's see if I can build it up a little bit more. It's just not really like translating to my forehead. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then for my highlight, I'm going to go into the gold highlighter in this palette. Oh, my nose is itchy now. And I'm going to use, so I used the pinky blush on my cheeks, and then I'm going to go into this color for my highlighter. I don't know how dark these are, but let's try them out. Oh, they're actually really sheer. I like that. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's that. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. It's a little bit darker than what I expected, but it's very pretty. I feel like these shades are going to work for a lot of different skin tones, and I think they're going to really be beautiful on deeper skin tones as well. So I'm really glad that they thought about that because, hello, Dion's is the main character besides Cher. You need some shades for everybody. So I'm glad with how inclusive they were with this collection. Like, that's sometimes ColourPop's downfall. I mean, their color stories are beautiful usually, but they don't work for everybody. So with this, I really think they thought about that. And the same thing with the palette. But I actually think that this cheek palette would probably work better for more people than the... I just need a little bit more blush on this side. I don't know what's going on with my blush today. I kind of look like somebody slapped me in the face. Let's just drop my highlighter brush. And I don't even think I need to spray the highlights because I think that they're pretty pigmented. Okay, so overall I really like the blush palette as well, and then we'll jump into the lips. Okay, now we're going to go into the lip oil set. I went ahead and applied a lip liner and lipstick off camera. I actually used this Clueless lipstick from Lime Crime. It's such a beautiful pinky color, and I went crazy over this when it came out as well, so I figured it was, of course, perfect for this look. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Dion from the lip oil set, and I'm gonna apply that over this. Oh wow, that is pigmented. Alright, I really have to go to work. Okay, you guys. Sorry, I was trying to fix up the lip oil a little bit. So here is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. We'll talk about everything later. I actually really have to go. Bye. Hey, you guys. So I wanted to tell you guys my review of everything after trying it for the first time. I got home from work a little bit ago, so now I can finally share with you guys what I think. So far, I really like the eyeshadow palette. I think that the colors blended super effortlessly and beautifully. The shimmers that I used were beautiful on the lid. I honestly have zero complaints so far. I think that they just blended so easily, and this packaging is beyond adorable and cute. I really love it. And just the palette, honestly, top-notch quality. I really did enjoy the colors. I think that the mattes are super easy to blend, and the shimmers were really beautiful and pigmented, and they just went on super easily, and I really liked the look that I came up with. And I think that these are like really good shimmers to hold up, and the same thing with the mattes. Like the shimmers didn't really transfer to the crease pretty much at all. And the mattes, once I layered them again to prevent more creasing, they went on beautifully, and they like just blended out 1, 2, 3. So I love this palette so far. I'm really excited to create some more looks with it, so I have no complaints. The only thing is that I wish that it did have a couple of more mattes in here. Maybe they could have done without maybe like this color and put like a red in here instead to go with like this red. But I feel like these two colors, the red and like the pinky color, go really well along with this pinky shade. Like maybe they're just like telling you that these shades coordinate really well together. And I feel like these three look really pretty together, the lavender and the two blues. And you can like alternate between like this one in the inner corners and this one on the lid and this one on the crease. And then like the pops of gold shimmer are really pretty just with like these crease shades. So we'll see. We definitely have some challenging looks to come up with this palette. I feel like it's not like a one-stop shop palette, but other than that, it's really great quality. So it's just super cute packaging too. I mean, hello, it's adorable. And then as far as the blush and highlight palette goes, again, the packaging, so freaking adorable. Like, are you kidding me? Like, so freaking cute. I love how that they made it like just as big as it actually is in the movie. The blush, beautiful, super pigmented, loved it. The highlighter is actually still really pigmented. Even after I worked for 6 hours with a mask on, and the same thing with the blush. Like, they honestly didn't really fade much at all. I mean, I guess I could put on a little bit more of the blush color. But honestly, if I just blend it out with my brush, because this is the color, obviously, that I had on my brush before. But I could add a little bit more. But it built up so nicely, and it's super pigmented. So pretty. The only thing I didn't love in this palette was the bronzer. Again, I'm not really sure if it's a bronzer, but it didn't really bronze my skin too much at all. which I'm kind of surprised by because, again, it looks pretty deep, but it's a lot more sheer when you use it on your face. So I get that that's a good thing because it does work, again, for a multitude of skin tones to make it a deeper, darker shade. So darker skin toned girls can wear it, but the fact that it was really sheer on my face to use as a bronzer, I don't know how it's going to work out for deeper skin tones if it's really deep on me and I'm like white as paper. So I'm really excited to try out the other highlighter in here, but overall I really like it. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to like the other highlighter too, so I think 3 out of 4 shades in this palette is a pretty good review of these. And it doesn't really bother me if that shade didn't really work out because I wasn't really going to use it too much anyway. But the blush and highlighters, beautiful. So really cute. And again, packaging A++. I love it. And then as far as the lip oil set goes, this packaging is already kind of like coming apart. But again, really, really cute. I don't have this one in here because obviously, like I said, I wore this one today. So I'm not sure how the other 2 shades are on the lips. I don't know why this one is like driving me nuts, but let me just face these the right way because it's bothering me. Okay. So yeah, as far as the lip oils go, like I said, I did try on the nude shade last night. It was really, really pretty. And then I did also try on the Dion shade like earlier yesterday. But I did wear the Dion shade today over, that's not Dion, this one, over the Clueless lipstick today. And I really, really liked it. I actually liked it over the lipstick more than just wearing it by itself last night. But I think that was because it was the end of the day and my lips are always really dry at the end of the day since I'm usually wearing a lipstick during the day and then I take it off at night. My lips are still a little bit dry at that point, so, but it felt really nice and soothing on my lips today. It does feel a little bit sticky right now because I just did reapply it, but it goes over really nicely over lipstick. So yeah, really, really pretty. I do like the formula. I like it more than I thought I was going to. You guys know I freaking love the ColourPop lip oils. Like, those are my all-time favorite lip oils, but these are good. They're not, like, amazing, but I think that they're good. I think that the 2 palettes are better than these, but I just think that this is such a cute set for all 3 characters. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I really think that the eyeshadow held up beautifully, and so did the blush and highlight. I think that they lasted pretty much all day, so definitely A+ for lastability, and lastability, duh. Okay, so I love you guys, so please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at GRWM819. Let me know if you guys picked up anything from this adorable collection. I just think it's so cute, and I really do think it's worth it. I heard such good things about Hipdot's formula, and they have been on my list to try for a while. This is actually the first new brand to me this year. Most of the eyeshadow palettes, if not all of the eyeshadow palettes I tried this year, were all buys from brands that I've already tried. Like, I've bought 3 ColourPop palettes this year, almost 4 actually. I think I've gotten 4. Gotten 4, not bought. I think I've bought 4. I got 1 Kaleidos palette and 1 Melt palette and 1 Urban Decay palette. They're all repeat brands to me, except for this brand. And I'm really, really impressed so far. So yeah, let me know if you guys picked up anything from this adorable collection, or if you have tried Hipdot before. What are your thoughts? I would love to know. And I love you guys. So, as if. Bye.